Coming up next, the Celtics taking on the Raptors. For Boston, still near the top of the conference standings. 3 games separating them from first place. It's right there. Raptors, Celtics, coming up next. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jason Tatum.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Brandon Ingram's out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Barrett. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Back to Pirtle. Ingram against White. Ingram kicks to Barrett. Just 5 on the clock. Over Tatum. Barrett, no good. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster, and it's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston. front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Quickly looking it over. Pass to Barnes. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Here's Pirtle. Here's Barnes. Guarded by Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA, had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Barrett against Tatum. And the layup falls. Tatum's got 5.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
It's Ingram on the wing. Light covering. Porzingis with the block. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Now, here's Quickly. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Barnes. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on. Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing. Developing those young players. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Here's Pritchard. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, Horford has gotten more selective with his shooting, but he's still very efficient inside.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. White looking around. Shoots over Walter. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Here's White. Raptors knocking down the tray. Mobo with the rebound. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. So they take the lead.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Walter. Off target from three-point range. Here's White. He nails the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Celtics lead by 1. And back with the start. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So the Raptors 5 right now. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. Here's Pritchard. 11-point game his last outing. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Substitution, Jakob Poeltl, Emmanuel Quickley.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
That one is off. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. But now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Over to the left wing. Barnes down low. Guarded by Tatum. Hurdle, no one around him. Rebound by the Celtics.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Toronto trailing. Barrett with the ball. Picked up by Brown. And Barrett slams it in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Quickly. Barnes against Tatum. Barnes down low. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Quickly covering. Here's Holiday. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Barrett. Pass to Poeltl. Barnes against Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Tatum Ingram, no good. Toronto, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Boston, no good that time either. The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And it's Brown missing. Toronto leading by 4. For 3, Ingram. It's hauled in by Brown.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's deflected. Ingram attacking. And it's blocked by Brown.
Great positioning and timing by Brown. Using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
There's 42 seconds left now here in the second. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Bounce pass Ingram. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Craig. White inside. No good. That would have tied it. Ingram outside. Quickly with a wide open look. And the Raptors miss again. Brown wide open. He fought. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics out in front, up by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage.
Taking a closer look. And that's a halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Scotty Barnes, what a contribution.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the ball.
Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
After shooting for the game at 42%. Holiday against Quickly. Onside, Barrett. Back to quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Tatum. Toronto grabs the miss. Hurdle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barrett, no good. Porzingis passes to White. Clock up 2 there. And that's now 6 points for Derek White.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Into the lineup for the Raptors.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Brown outside. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And it's Shed missing. Boston leading by 4. Left side, Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
For 3, Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Holiday. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Raptors trail by 4. Onside, Barrett lets the 3 fly, and he's good on the 3 ball. Barrett's got 5 points so far.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
And it's Brown missing. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's stolen by Brown. White the pass to Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Drives to the hoop. Ingram outside. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Barrett. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barrett's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram is just a very willing passer for a guy who can score like that.
They get it back. They kick out to Brown. Here's Hauser. Barrett covering.
But you just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
1:14 left to play in the third. Pass to Pritchard. A 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
For the tie, Walter can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 3. Brown down low. He's covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. Pass to Mobo. Power down with both hands.
Well, this is something that Ingram has really worked on, and you see the results there with the perfect pass.
Brown outside. Latrey. No good that time. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Ingram outside. Nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Brown. He's covered closely. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Here's Shed. He got it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Raptors lead by 2. And when we And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Quickly on the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Walter. And it's Agbaji in at the 3 spot. Outside Tatum. Pass to Craig from outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Craig's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston. Here's Quickly. Good work there as it goes. And the Raptors lead by 1.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Holiday, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Quickly against Holiday. The shot's good from Quickly.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Tatum's shot is off. Toronto leading by 3. Driving to the basket. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that one misses. Porzingis is checked in for Al Horford. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Toronto. Ingram comes in for Walter. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. Looking to end the run. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Ingram against White. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 5. Raptors need to get a shot off. 13 feet away. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. White the pass to Tatum. Ingram with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Out to Barrett. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Celtics trail by 3. Now Holiday. Out to White. To the right side. Porzingis gets a 2, and good. He nails it. 8 points for Porzingis.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Here's Quickly. Off with the layup. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
Here's Quickly. Count the basket. Quickly's got 11 points here in just the second half. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the 3 ball is good. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Ingram wide open, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
To stop the run, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Now, here's Quickly. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
The 3 from Tatum. It's good from long range.
What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11.
For 3, Ingram. It's hauled in by Brown.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, and time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Here's Ingram. Takes it inside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Performing our national anthem, that was Skylar Cole. And now we'll be back in just a moment. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, and along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Klay Thompson.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Kyrie Irving. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then it's Washington, and it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. All eyes on this contest tonight, Doris, as these two squads duke it out for playoff positioning.
Brian, good teams know who their competition is. And when that happens, even in a regular season game, the quality of competition and the intensity gets immediately ramped up. And guess who gets to benefit from that? You and I.
Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
He's off on the second. And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Wells misses. Here's Dallas now. Now here's Irving. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.